Is it the little things now you think that are just maybe in a way of getting the 2 points from?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I just go back to the tying goal. There were 5 things we could have done that would have prevented us to have to ice the puck, and things we just got to continue to work on and get better at. So we're going to keep doing that.
What was you think the benefit of that repetition drill today?
I think it's a great way to learn, do things over and over again, and when you practice it in that fashion, a little bit of a scrimmage-like feel, the scrimmage will expose some of the things that you need to work on. So to me, it was a good opportunity to put ourselves in that position so we could touch on a variety of things.
But it's not just battling; it's also some position. Right?
Yes, exactly. Purpose. What's your purpose when you're on the wall? If you're the high winger, you want to either if you can get out, great. If not, make sure their D can't get it and keep it in, or you want to fly the zone, or a lot of it's circumstantial, and those are the things we were touching on today.
Lias, what did you see from him when he was here? What does he need to do to establish himself here?
Well, again, he's made some great progress. He's done some good things. We just need more consistency out of him. I know it's difficult for him when he only plays 7 or 8 minutes, but that's just the situation we're in. And it didn't make sense for him to stay here, and especially with the limited practice time we're going to have over the next 3 weeks, he needs to go play. And he's done the things we've asked him to do, and as I've touched on before, it's not out of the ordinary that a 20-year-old is continuing to learn how to consistently play at this level. And he's going to be a really good player, and he's made good strides, and he's going to get to where we need him to be sooner than later, but we think this is the best spot for him.
Well, understanding your lineup situation,
yeah.
Playing him at left wing on the 4th line, how much, what was his opportunity? I mean, I know he got some games up. He did get some games up.
He did. He got opportunity, and the other thing is, another thing I know we don't practice. You watch everything. It's not just it's practices, it's games. There's a lot that goes in the evaluation process. So
next time he's here, does he need to play in the middle? Do you need to carve out a spot for him, or is this just the way, part of the challenge here?
Well, it all depends on what a roster looks like the next time he comes. A lot of it is dictated by who we still have, and there's a lot of things, as I'm sure you're all aware of, that go into these factors. So it's so circumstantial.
Well, I guess my question is, can you get a full read on him playing left line, or do you need to?
Yeah, there are things that he needs to do regardless of his position. I think that are things that a hockey player has to do regardless of the position. And believe me, I'm certainly not ignorant to the fact that he's been a center his whole life, and that's part of it. And a lot of guys have played center that have had to play the wing at this level. Maybe that's not going to, I eventually think center's going to be his position for sure. But again, it was just a situation we had with the numbers we have and the guys we have, and it'll play out. Yeah.
Buknevich, since he's come back, what have you seen?
Yeah, I think Bucci's done some good things. He's been a little bit more structurally sound, and I've liked his effort. I think when you're away as long as he was, I think there's that burst when you first come back, and there's a little bit of a dip. I think you might be seeing that a little bit, but I like his game.
Yeah, he seems to be a bit frustrated that he's not creating.
Yeah, he doesn't hide his frustration level well. So, that's part of it too.
Can I be good?
No, I think that's part of growing as a player too, managing your emotions and understanding there are things you got to do if you're not scoring to be a good player. This is a hard league to score in, and what are you doing? If you get a goal a game, that's a heck of a pace, but there are 19, 20 other shifts you're going to be out there. What are you doing to help the hockey team win? And I think that's the evolution of every player, and guys understanding what it takes to play at this level consistently and be effective.
For guys that are scoring, like you spent some time with him off to the side, is he always looking for little additional things to add to his game or to make it?
Yeah, he asks a lot of questions, which you like, and he and I talked an awful lot about, the wall play and positional things, little things that we think can help him put himself in a better position on breakouts, and maybe pushing people back more on our breakouts and helping him with wall play. He's very inquisitive, and he's always asking questions, which you like.
Similar question about Nemesnikov. Different, injury to Bucci. He wasn't out as long. What have you seen from him? You moved him up a little last night. what have you seen from him of late?
I like his reliability. You know what you're going to get out of him right now. I think he's pretty sound defensively. I think he's making better decisions. He skates and he competes. So those are pretty good characteristics, even when things aren't happening from an offensive perspective. So, I know Mika enjoys playing with him, and there were a couple of reasons why we made that switch last night. So I think he's a guy that we can put on a lot of different lines, and he can be an effective player.
Shattenkirk was saying that some of the injured guys now coming back can offer a spark going forward to a tough stretch of schedule. Do you see that as well, those guys coming back, kind of jumpstarting a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime you get NHL players back, it certainly helps your depth, and it does give I think it gives your team more confidence. And I think when guys look around the room and they see these guys, Quickie and Cody and Shatty coming back, it just gives the whole team a better feel because there's a whole new level of confidence. So I think it definitely helps.
For Kevin specifically to have that another veteran presence back there in the defense, how big is that for you guys?
Well, it helps for sure. I mean, he's a guy that plays power play, moves pucks, helps us get us out of our ends. So that's certainly going to be something we're going to need moving forward.
Both forwards ready tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Do you think Shatty's right close to?
Shatty's very close. I mean, I think he's going to, on this trip, I'll be shocked if he doesn't play. I just don't know if it's going to be Saturday.